So right now we are trying very, 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 very hard to not go to In-N-Out, not get a fat ass burger and some fries with extra spread, okay? So it's 10 p.m. I don't need to go to In-N-Out. So instead we're painting my nails. I already got the base. I did this little freaking pink nail polish from the dollar store. It sucks ass. It needs like 2 coats and it's really thick and it's like really bubbly and whatever. But I don't care. Dude, nail polish is like fucking $7 for the cheapest one now. Why? And then I did this one on top. So far I only did it on my pinkies, which I don't even know if you can tell. They're really like, I know I got it everywhere, but I wash a lot of dishes. I wash a lot of I just touch water a lot, so it literally is gonna come off like by tomorrow. Right now we're just gonna be applying some top coat, and I just want to talk about some things. I'm freaking really fighting the urge to not go to In-N-Out, bro, but we're just not gonna do it because, dude, honestly, it's such self-sabotage. I lost like 15 pounds, and every time I lose like 10 pounds, I do worse than what I did to like gain. Like, I just start binge eating and stuff, and it's like, girl, I already had like a whole bag of freaking hot Cheeto pickle chips, and it's like, I really don't need to go to In-N-Out. I'm trying. I'm gonna get my period, dude. That's another thing. Like, why is it crazy? It's so crazy because I used to think that your period, like the actual week of your period, was like the worst week, but it turns out it's actually the week before. I've been really sensitive lately, and yeah, thinking that people think I'm annoying and stuff, and it's like, girl, you're fine. So I kind of wanted to talk about how I have gotten better at not being so much of a pick-me. And honestly, I still am. Let me tell you that real quick. I got really zooted the other day. So I've been really good about that, okay? I didn't say in my last video, but I'm trying to only smoke when it's my day off and I have nothing to do. Today, I mean, I did have a lot of cleaning to do, but I was like, you know what? I just want today to be chill. Like, I want to freaking, if I want to do Zumba or if I want to go for a walk or I want to like paint my nails, do a face mask, clean the kitchen, freaking make food, whatever. I did all of that. It wasn't bad. Like, this is what I want, you know, like sometimes once a week, if that, you know, once a month, I would prefer. Of like, I get high and then I just deep clean the house. Like, that's my shit, you know, or maybe I'm at a sleepover or something like that. That's what I want. I don't want to be getting high every night. And that's the balance that I used to have that I'm trying to bounce back to. But yeah, I did get high a little earlier. But anyways, the other day, I was also high. If you want to go on a fucking trip, bruh, like, for free, if you want to, dude, if you want to get humbled, if you want to, like, sit down and be humble, real quick, go to your camera roll. Go to your camera roll and look at, like, 2020, 2019, 2018, okay? Jesus Christ. That shit, it got me, okay? Bro, I was posting stupid shit. Like, I was posting, like, there was one post, oh my god. If I, honestly, I'll probably look for it and I'll try to, like, put it. It was, so I'm a Capricorn. It was some dumb shit, like, oh, these things are all true about a Capricorn. And it was like, nobody listens to me. I push people away. I, like, can't get close. Like, some dumb shit. And it's like, girl, what the fuck? And I was reading it and I was like, there's no way I had this thought. Like, there's no way I posted this and said, yeah, like, that's me. And I need to tell everyone. Like, that's fucking crazy. And, dude, I don't even want to get started on Twitter. I used to go ape shit on Twitter, bitch. Like, I'm so glad. Actually, no, it's there forever. And I'm never going to tell anyone about it. But, and, dude, I haven't had Twitter since, like, probably 2020. Girl, that shit's a whole demon. Like, I would post fucking crazy. I would post so crazy. I was, like, obliterately high out of my ass all the time. Or drunk. Or on fucking something. And just talking insane, bruh. Like, I'm talking, like, horny on fucking 20 million. If I'm being completely honest, like, let me be fucking honest, I would post that shit so that my ex could see that and be like, oh my god, this girl is like, she's down to get bro. Like, honestly, I want to make a whole separate thing about this, about like the whole fucking Goonie epidemic and like how I think it affects women. And it's like, honestly, I kind of feel like, are we fucking subjected to be gooners? I don't know, you know, because of our biology and shit. I don't know, that's a crazy take, but I am gonna save that for another time. You're either honest about it or you're extremely private and you don't talk about it at all. But it's like, this is such a real fucking phenomenon that I feel like it does not get talked about because it's embarrassing and like shameful. But it's like, I just want to break out of that because it's like, girl, come on, it's 2020 fucking 6. Like, can we grow up? I like, God, I literally can't think about my Twitter days because that shit was crazy. But I literally posted anything that was on my brain. Like, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, dude, there was like a time where I loved performing for men. And it's like, I really fed off of men's approval, their validation, their compliments, their attention, even if it was like purely just selfish and sexual. And like, it was just so degrading and like sad, honestly. Like, just, and it's not like, I mean, I wasn't fucking, you know, spreading my coochie out on the internet, but it's just like, dude, I mean, there's a lot of things that I think that we as women do subtly, and it is in no way, and I don't even know how to make this video without giving like more pick me or giving more, but honestly, like, I just want to help out a bitch that like wants to fucking live on their own terms and live for themselves and not be so like every fucking decision that you make down to like what the hell you're gonna wear, what scent you're gonna wear, what, like, are you gonna put glitter on or not, are you gonna do your eyeshadow, are you gonna wear makeup, like, dude, all this shit. I just want us to get to a point, genuinely, like, I want us to be like, we need to just be supporting each other and just like, girl, let's make decisions for ourselves. It's such a crazy, like, I think it's such a thin line. Not, I mean, maybe it's not that thin of a line, but it's just kind of hard because it's like, if you're attracted to, obviously, like, I love men. Like, I'm in no way saying I hate men, they ruined me, all this stuff. No, girl, like, my perspective on how I viewed men and the men that I surrounded myself with and, you know, other women that I surrounded myself with that were, like, male-centered, that fucked me up. But because I put myself in that space, or I, like, allowed it to keep happening, like, that, I'm not saying men suck at all. I love men. I want to marry a man. I want to fuck a man. But it's just like, can I live for myself? Like, can I make decisions based off of like what I feel best in and stuff? Like, if I want to wear, it's just shown up in so many different ways. Like, sometimes I don't want to wear like cargo pants, even though I really like that style. Like, I think it's really cute. Sometimes I don't want to wear it because I don't want to be seen as like masculine. Oh my God, for who, bro? Like, for who? Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, just wear what you think is cute. And yeah, I feel like for a lot of my life, I just wanted to appeal to men in every sense I could. And I don't think, honestly, I really hope. I think I was pretty good about not putting other women down. Honestly, though, I won't lie. I do think I did talk shit about, like, a couple girls in particular. Not, like, a crazy amount or, like, every single day. But there were some times where there's some girls, you know, that I saw the pick me in them and I was like, oh my God, they're so fucking like, da da da. And it's like, holy shit, can we just, that's another thing. Let's not talk shit because, girl, it'll check you so quick. Like, whatever you're talking shit about someone else, like, I swear to God, just think about it for 10 minutes, girl. Like, sit in a room, sit in silence, just keep ruminating on that thought. It is like 100% of the time, it is a reflection, a projection of yourself, something that you're hiding within yourself that you're not willing to admit, something that you've been like pushing down, and you can be denying it. Just because you're denying it doesn't mean that it's not there. I want to say, I don't know, I want to say 100% of the time, honestly. Like, that's how passionately I like believe in that. I think that every judgment that we make on someone else, I don't know, just that we're so quick to judge sometimes, and it's like, girl, yeah, that's you. We got a mirror right here. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm never a pick-me. There's so many, literally, in so many of these damn videos, I am constantly checking myself, and I'm so terrified of someone coming on here and like saying that I'm ugly or like anything, and it's just like, holy shit, it's so exhausting. Who the fuck am I performing for? Dead ass. Why be fearful of going to the store with no makeup just in case you run into someone from your hometown? Like, who cares, girl? Sorry, I'm on the treadmill. I look kind of crazy, but I want to add also, you can most definitely go to the store with makeup on. I am not saying, you know, I've said before in my other videos, like, I want to start dressing up cute and doing my makeup and getting ready to go to the store because it makes me feel good, dude. And honestly, it does feel nice to be attractive. I mean, it is nice. It's nice, you know, to get attention and to get looked at and stuff, but it's not a bad thing. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to go to the store with makeup, to go to the gym with makeup. Like, None of that. I do all of those things, and I don't think that it's like necessarily always for the male gaze. I just think sometimes we just have to be careful with like we know deep down, you know, the intention of why we do things. And I think that when it's constantly, I'm saying all the time, I'm not saying like we can never do it for men. I don't agree with that. But I think that like when it's constantly only for men, you are only seeking like the acceptance and approval of other men, that's when it's like dangerous territory because you're not living for yourself. You're living thinking that someone else is going to complete you and someone else like is going to define your worthiness and your lovability. And I don't think that's healthy. I think that you need to get that for yourself and figure that out. Yeah, girl, like I fucking wear makeup to the store all the time. I also go without. I've been like really comfortable not wearing makeup all the time, but that's a huge step too. It's just, I don't know. There's like a balance to everything, I think. And there's like reason within everything. I don't know. You know what I mean? We can use our heads, our brains. Like I said, I think it's kind of hard because yes, you want to attract because you want that. I think at this point in my life, thank God, dude, like I just don't really want a boyfriend right now. Like, yes, at work with the customer, sometimes I'll like flirt with a really cute guy or something. But it's not like I'm not stressing over that, and I'm not like yearning and like I'm gonna throw up and die if I don't have a boyfriend or if I'm not talking to a guy. Like, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you what I did, and I don't know, maybe I went fucking balls to the wall, dude, and I just went complete opposite of like how I was living. That was like a huge reason I deleted all of my social media. I deleted everything, bitch, because I was texting so many random guys on Snapchat. I was like DMing, constantly checking like guys' Instagrams and their followers and all this stuff and like comparing myself, and then freaking on Twitter, dude. I shut up. Literally, I like stalked my ex's Twitter. Like it was my fucking day and night job, dead ass. I had to delete everything because it's like, dude, I was just fucking obsessed. I was like obsessed with talking to these fucking guys and just like, dude, posting, and I've talked about this before, but like literally posting so many selfies, so many thirst traps, so many like pictures of me and like whatever, just so I can get compliments and just so I can see like, you know, my 4 hoes, like they viewed my story. And it's like, girl, oh my God, this is what you're living for? Dead ass. This is your excitement. This is your peak of your day. Like that's fucking pathetic. And it's like, I didn't even fucking know myself, honestly. Like it was just so sad, you know? So I like deleted everything and I went celibate for 3 years, my friend. And I didn't have like a timeline. I just kind of told myself like, you know, I am not going to be in any way intimate with anyone that's not my boyfriend. Like, there's no way. Like, we have to have a relationship. I have to, you know, they have to love me and I have to love them. You know, they have to care about me and give a fuck. And honestly, it was so healing. Like, it was so healing. I freaking went on trips with my friends, started living for myself. Dude, I went on this whole journey where I, like, really, really focused on, like, meditating every single day. I, like, got my freaking health in check. Like, it was just such a healing time that I needed so desperately. And it's kind of interesting, dude. Like, I feel like I used to only talk about guys, and there's so many more conversations to be had. And it's like, I don't know. It's just so crazy. It's so crazy. I've gone through so many emotions with like men. I adored them, and then I hated them, and then I blamed them for everything, and then I freaking like yearned for them, and now I'm just like neutral. And it's such a nice place to be in. I just want to surround myself with people that respect me and I respect them, and we're kind to each other and like, you know, loving and everything. I don't know, people are just human beings. It's so hard right now for everyone. I think right now what's most important is just being there for each other and being supportive. We all have like, you know, both men and women, we have so many different like diverse struggles from each other, but it's like if we can just be there and to like be understanding. I think that mentality has just helped me so much, to not view men as like, because dude, oh my God, it's just so easy to like go online and just see so many people just, you know, splitting up men and women, and like just starting a war between each other, and like, oh, the dating scene is terrible and all this stuff. Okay, you know what if we just, I'm not saying like throw the whole dating thing away. Like I said, I want to marry a man, I want to, you know, whatever, be with a man. I just think, is it the worst thing to maybe spend a couple years to yourself? Like, let's say I'm 25 right now. Let's say I find my husband, or my husband finds me, or we find each other, whatever, next year, right? I'm 26. God willing, con el favor de Dios, you know, this man is for me, and like I don't have to be like going through trials and tribulations and like a bunch of different relationships like this guy, you know, we're cuffed for life, okay, married for life. I will never have this time to myself ever again. Like, let's say we get married, right? I'm never gonna be a single woman ever again. And I'm not saying like, oh, it's to hoe around. No, but like, it just changes so much when you're in a relationship with someone else. Like, I just think right now, dude, especially with my ADHD, like right now, it's like I'm finally medicated. Let me just, you know, I'm barely starting to like dip my toes. I've wanted to fucking post YouTube videos for so long. It's like I'm barely getting like somewhat a little sprinkle of consistency and like dipping my toes into like, oh, I discovered I wanted to be an esthetician. Can I just ride this wave for like as long as I can? You know what I mean? Like, let me just enjoy this time. And that's what I'm telling you to do. Like, I just want you to enjoy this time, whatever it may be. Like, look at the season of life that you're in right now. If you don't really have anything going for you and you can be honest with yourself, like, truly, please be honest with yourself. Like, if you don't see anything that you're putting your focus and like work into, figure it out, dude. Figure it out. Like, go, that's what I had to do. You know, go and talk to other people, go and see different career, like, and not even career wise, but just go get a fucking hobby. Like, go do something that's only self-fulfilling for yourself. Bruh. I mean, that's what fucking I think that this has helped me so much, you know, to just not prioritize men in such a way where like my every action is to cater to them and like for them, because now I'm finding stuff out about myself, like things that I like, things that I enjoy, things that I want to do. I'm finally becoming decisive. Like, I used to have such a hard time making any fucking decision, dude. Like, everything was just so much like of a thought process, and now it's like, do I like it? Okay, perfect. That's it. Like, that's the only qualification. Do I like it? Do I like it? Does it make me feel good? Does it, whatever. I just think everyone needs to spend time with themselves and just learn. And I'm not saying like I'm never gonna talk to a man, and if a man comes my way, I'm literally gonna completely disregard him because I'm in my freaking element right now and I'm like locked in. No, dude. I mean, if it happens naturally, I'm gonna be thrilled. I just think this is such a weird topic because I feel like it's hard to talk about it because I don't want to tell the internet like, oh yeah, I was a pick-me. Oh yeah, I'm still a pick-me sometimes, and like I want male validation. But dude, like, I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, we all just want to be accepted by the people that we want, you know? And it's just human nature. And I don't think we should be shaming and condemning each other. Like, let's help each other out. And honestly, dude, it's just about occupying your time. Like, look at like, I've spent what, like 30 minutes talking. I just painted my nails. They're finally dry. I didn't go get In-N-Out. And it's like, I feel great, you know? As women, we need to be for each other, not against each other. Like, we need to be supporting each other and not judging and not condemning and not shaming. And I hope that I didn't come off like that in this video. Like I said, I still struggle, you know? I'm not perfect, and I'm not saying that like if you're a pick-me or whatever, you like crave male validation or attention, I'm not saying that you're a fucking whore or like a piece of shit at all. What I am saying is like, let's just be reflective and let's just like check ourselves and see if the decisions that we make, whether it comes down to what we're wearing, what we do with our hair, what we post, okay? And like what we're viewing, like I'll catch myself just watching. Sometimes, dude, I will just be like locked in, like watching hella freaking, like some man giving advice to women on how to become like the most irresistible woman and how to make him never stop thinking about you. You know how fucking, that's embarrassing. Okay, I just admitted like something really embarrassing, and it's like, I can't be the only one. There's no way I can't be the only one. And it's like, and if I am, I'm sorry. I think that we just need to really just think, you know, about every choice that we make and just think like, is this something that is gonna be for my betterment? And maybe, you know, maybe some of those videos, those dating advice videos, like they're gonna be for my betterment, but it's like, I'm not dating. Okay, what? I have a gym crush, and it's like, how can I make myself more appealing to my gym crush? I mean, I can start by talking to him. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get way farther than like subliminally like trying to like attract him with my mind by watching these damn videos. You know what I mean? I don't know, but then it's like, let me be for real. Let me go a step further and keep asking myself questions. Do I even want a boyfriend right now? No. I just be ovulating sometimes. That's it. I think that I need to take advantage of this time. This is the first time in my life where I'm not like yearning for a boyfriend, dude. Even like last year, like it's gonna be a year soon that I broke up with my ex, and that relationship taught me so much. Honestly, I am very excited for that chapter in my life. Like when I do, dude, I've had Hinge downloaded for, and I don't hate dating apps. Okay, that's another thing, but that's a whole nother like thing to talk about. But I don't hate dating apps, but I do have Hinge downloaded. I don't have a profile though. Like it's literally just the app. Like there's no, and I've had it for like 3 months. And I was like, oh, I'll just keep it for whenever I want to again. But then that's when I started like actually taking the esthetician stuff seriously. And you know what? Lo and behold, I had a hobby and I wasn't just fully consumed by like trying to appeal to these guys and like go on dates. You know, there's gonna be a time where you're gonna want a relationship, and that's not a bad thing. And I do not want to condemn anyone that wants a relationship. Okay, this is me from the future, but I was trying to say, like, it is so important for us as young adults to really date ourselves, get to know ourselves, see what we like, see what we don't, and dating can be a part of that. I think it's important to date to see, because a lot of stuff you're not even gonna know what you're willing to accept or what you like and don't like unless you're going through it in a relationship. But I think that there's some things, you know, if we, for example, I look to men a lot to validate my self-esteem, right? Or to give me self-esteem or confidence or whatever in myself. And it's like, you will never gain that through another person. So guess where I had to go? I had to go inwards. And that takes, you know, time, questioning, some journaling, some reflecting, intention for sure. And the things that we know that we need healing with, for example, my insecurity. And I mean, that led to a lot of different things. Like I thought that I couldn't trust. My first relationship, I got cheated on, and I thought that I just couldn't trust any man ever again. That's a me problem, you know what I mean? Like I can't project something that happened to me onto every single man. Like that's just unfair. I had to learn how to get over that, you know what I mean? So it took therapy, it took talking to other people's experience, and a lot of reflecting and forgiving, and just, I don't know. At the end of the day, you know, if someone's gonna cheat, it's kind of like that says more of them than of you. As time goes on and I continue to heal myself and my own issues that I have, I just I don't know how to explain it, but you just start dealing with like less bullshit, right? So now I don't tolerate a lot of things, and it kind of just cancels out a lot of, like, I guess the bad batches. I feel like now I'm gonna have an easier time figuring out if someone's gonna be a good partner for me and if I'm gonna be a good partner for them as well. But yeah, dude, I mean, we gotta be specific and picky in the way of like, the core values are super important. So are they honest? If they're honest, you know, loyalty probably falls into that. Do they respect themselves? Loyalty kind of falls in. Like there's just so many like different values and things to look for in another person, especially when wanting a relationship with them. I mean, friendships, it's important to have all these qualities in friendships as well, but I think specifically for relationships, like we gotta not be blinded by the freaking infatuation, or they're so attractive, or they're so hot, or they're so like charismatic or funny or whatever. Like we really gotta like hone in on like what's in their heart, you know what I mean? But I just want to ride this wave of like, for once I have a hobby and I'm actually like putting my energy and attention into something else. I feel like I'm at a point where I'm finally fulfilled and content with my life right now. And it's not saying I'm gonna be single forever and I'm never gonna want a relationship. I'm just saying, like, right now it feels so nice to be satisfied with what I am and not look for satisfaction or like wholeness or completion or whatever in with someone else. It's like I'm finally giving that to myself, and it's very liberating and it's very freeing. I hope that I can just keep this and still continue to be a whole individual for myself in a relationship with someone else, you know what I mean? And we can just like come as two wholes and just make a heart, okay? I think we're maturing because we need to be, that's what secure attachment is, secure love. Like we need to just be our own individuals and like, just come complete, girl, come healed, okay? But yeah, that's it. And you know what? I'm not saying that every time you post yourself or like freaking post some crazy shit on Twitter. I'm just saying for myself, I know the intention that I had behind like the stuff I posted and everything. That's why I'm saying I was a pick me. I'm not saying that every girl that posts themselves. I think honestly though, that's a whole other thing. I think that we're all like kind of subjected to the male gaze just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. I think we're all kind of like brainwashed just a little bit, but it's not our fault. But I think, you know, if you see it, you can't unsee it. And it's like, okay, well then it's my responsibility, you know, to pick and choose what actions I take. Now knowing the intention behind it. You know what I mean? I don't know. But then other times it can be a different, I don't even know if that makes sense. But yes, anyways, I hope that this was, I don't know, entertaining if it wasn't informative. But yeah, have a great night. Goodbye.